Hello, folks, and welcome to, well, another and yet our first actual Let's Play of City of Villains. So obviously I've been doing some Let's Plays of City of Heroes for a while now, but it's time to take a look at the evil side of things now. I've got my character here, Netherath, and let's start off with some 1 to 15 content. Let's see here. There are new missions in the starting zones as of issue 21. And I think that the one we're looking for is Underdogs Never Win. That is the first new story arc. Alright, so here we go. Longbow knows that they are deep within enemy territory. They believe that they can cobble together a plan to defeat Arachnos and other villains, such as yourself. They are, unfortunately for them, wrong. The reach of Arachnos is long, and the power of villains immense. Even now, Longbow swarms the area beside us, looking to try and bring in any villains that Arachnos recovers from Longbow's reach around the world. Then it looks like we'll have to take care of them. And so we shall. Yes, exactly. The forces of Arachnos are focusing on fighting Longbow down in Darwin's Landing. However, working together with someone such as yourself, we can weaken the Longbow forces here to allow our remaining soldiers to go in for the kill. Show Longbow that they are unwelcome here, and Arachnos shall ensure that the rest of your message is delivered very swiftly. Alright, so let's warp directly to Mercy Island, which is where our mission is. Kick Longbow out of Mercy City. And Mercy Island was also slightly updated with issue 21, and I know I've talked about this before, but Atlas Park was also revamped and Galaxy City was destroyed. So there's a lot of new stuff in these starting areas in Paragon/Throg Isles. Alrighty, loading in some textures belatedly. There's our contact for this mission, or for this story arc rather. Operative, what is that, Kuzman? Rider sources cannot move in just yet, not with the number of Longbow present. Alright. So, let's do this. Turn on my toggles. We're getting a lot of slowdown. Hopefully that dies down a little bit. Runs fine without fraps, but with fraps, it's a bit much apparently. So this character is, brutal, is Titan Weapons Energy Aura. Titan Weapons as the primary attack, of course, and Energy Aura being his defensive powers. Energy Aura is focused on defense to typed damage, whereas Titan Weapons build something called momentum. If you notice my first attack in the chains of attacks I do, see that it's like really slow, and then I get this momentum thing up here, and my next attacks are swift, and you know they're all powerful, but they don't take, they don't have that long wind up that the first attack does. The graphics are really slowing down. Sorry about that, folks. Excellent job, Netherath. Our operatives have moved in to stomp out the remaining Longbow in the area. They'll have it under control momentarily. You say this operation is being led by a hero named the Golden Palm? I'm inclined to believe you, given the idiotic name of the hero. Well, Netherath, why don't you and I, Fonz, see what it takes to crush a hero beneath our boots? One of the issues with finding Longbow and Mercy is the large amount of areas they could be hiding, like the rats they are. However, we have methods of retrieving this information. Most of your typical Longbow grunts will not be able to withstand your most base levels of torture. We have such a grunt in our custody now. I will give you the honors of delivering your own form of interrogation on the boy. Alright, where is this grunt? In the area where you were, where we were previously battling Longbow. We, meaning I, obviously. Oh, and Netherath, before I forget, you should consider yourself what we in Arachnos call a destined one now. You are destined for something great, you see, much like many of the others. Whether or not you can achieve this destiny is based upon your own strength and mettle. This is what Longbow fears, and what we in Arachnos seek to nurture. When you are done, you may contact me with your communication device. Alright. So this is these are basically tutorial missions, you know, for people who have not played the game. So, you know, they're a good introduction. And I should mention that City of Heroes is free to play now, so if you're watching this and are interested and you've never tried it, well, now's a good time. You, I've seen you in the reports. Do your worst to me. I'll never tell you anything, you hear me? I swore an oath to fight evil whenever I see it, and you are part of that. Break the man's leg, his arm, or describe in painful detail what you could possibly do to the man. You know, Netherath, he's supposed to be sort of a supernatural character, so, you know, he's not going to mince words. He's just going to break his arm. You hear a rough snap as you break the man's arm. Ah, my arm! I can't. It hurts so much. Stop, please, stop. I'll tell you anything. You weren't that tough after all. So, where's your Longbow base located? We have 2 bases. I haven't seen the main one, but there's another office here in Mercy. If you wanted to take it out, you could find the codes of the Longbow technicians to issue a fake message to gather on the top floor. Everyone would head over there. You could do whatever you want. Now, please, just leave me alone. And let's do just that. I apologize for sounding a bit congested. I actually just woke up and, you know, I had a drink and I was like, oh, that'll be enough, but apparently not. So, you know, this is... The outside spawns are stuck at a certain level, so that's why, like, they're gray to me and they don't give me experience or anything. They're set for level 2, and yet I'm exemplar to level 7, so they really don't stand a chance of doing anything to me. Come on. Haha. Wind up, and bam. Oh, missed. There we go. Blow up the Longbow office. So, of course, I got the emergency broadcast codes. Oh, where's the office? There it is. One bomb, 2 bombs, and 3 bombs. So, since they're gray to me, like I don't even get any aggro off of them. That's why they didn't attack me when I was trying to set up those bombs. Because when you're over 4 levels above the enemies you're fighting, they no longer will attack you openly. So let's call him Netherath. I can see the smoke billowing from here. Excellent work. The prisoner mentioned there was that the prisoner mentioned that there was a main base, correct? Even better for us then. I believe I may have a method for us to locate this base. Longbow will not know what hit them. You will be safe, and the power of Arachnos will be seen by those fools. What's your idea? We intercepted a distress call from the Longbow office you blew up. Our technicians were able to determine where it was going. Their last attempt to survive will lead their comrades straight into their doom. There is one thing, however. We traced them back to a lab, which is most likely well fortified inside of it. I've pulled up the schematics and seen the numerous blast doors located within. If you're going to assault the base, you'll need a better way than destroying anyone who stands in your way. And you have a suggestion? I do. Disguise yourself as one of them. I assume there will be a front guard at the Longbow entrance. If you take them out, you can make a disguise to get in there and into the heart of the facility. From there, you can overload their systems, causing a catastrophic explosion. You'll also, if all goes well, have the pleasure of facing the Golden Palm. I wish you luck in your expedition, Netherath. So, you know, for most characters, well, maybe not most, but for a good many characters, it kind of makes sense to assume a Longbow disguise. For this character, not really so much. You know, he's kind of a takeoff of the Grim Reaper, as I imagine it's kind of obvious. Unfortunately, there's not a giant scythe. Titan Weapons is all about giant weapons, but, you know, I went with this giant runic sword, as you can see the runes on the blade. A really cool effect. So I went with that, since there wasn't a scythe. But, you know, you take what you can. Titan Weapons is pretty fun. I won't say it's my favorite primary set or anything, but, you know. Kuzum was right about the guards. You can hear a few of them talking at the entrance. Take them out quickly, and you'll be able to sneak right into the heart of the base. And what were they saying? I wasn't paying attention. Have you heard from the other base yet? No, not yet. I'm getting a little worried. As you should. It's a villain! Check the list. Who is it? It's Netherath. Take them down! Bam. So it's been a while since I did one of these videos. Obviously this is my first villains video, but you know, it's probably been 3 months since I did a hero video. Operative Kuzum here. These longbows should do just fine. I've hacked their security cameras to give you some breathing room. I would work fast, however. So I look kind of ridiculous being in a longbow outfit with this giant runic sword. It's like, huh, wouldn't they notice something a bit odd? But hey, whatever. Hey, buddies! Look at that, my body changed size for this costume. Pretty cool, huh? Switching patrols already? See what the Golden Palm thinks we should do next. Alright. Dorinos to Zinzi. You'll all regret this, I swear. So he is a Arachnos operative, it looks like. I've run these missions before, but, you know. Got to get into the heart of the matter. Operations in Fort Darwin are proceeding according to plan. Excellent. What about the crackdown on Arachnos? We're working on it. Arachnos is getting desperate enough that they're trying to treat their destined ones like kings and queens, at least on mercy. Huh, figures. I almost feel bad for the destined ones. Then I remember all the horrors they go on to commit, and suddenly I don't feel as bad anymore. Says the Golden Palm. Alright, overload the computer trigger the computers to trigger an explosion. La-di-da, don't mind me. We gon' fight. You made a big mistake, Netherath. What's going on? Oh, the mistake is yours, Golden Palm. Nature, slow down. Wind up. Bam. Golden Palm is down, and Sergeant Kenny is down. Alright. Oh, wrong way. Rescue Darnios Tazensi is optional, and defeat the Longbow ambush. So I'm being ambushed. Wonderful. I think I'm going to have to adjust these graphics settings again before I do another one of these. You see the villain, Darios Tazensi, laying prone on the ground. Something isn't done, he'll die in the fire. You notice he has an emergency teleporter on him, which was previously disabled by a longbow. Activating will save his life. Kill him. Use your abilities to swiftly kill Darnios Tazensi. Urgh. Oh, hello. This slowdown is not letting up. So, the reason I'm actually doing villain content, rather than hero content, to be honest, is that my VIP subscription lapsed, and this character is actually only level 17, which is why he's fairly overwhelming to these low, easy to defeat enemies. So he's just working off of SOs rather than invention origin enhancements. So this way I can play him, without my VIP subscription, and his enhancements are still active, because as it works with the subscription service, at a certain tier you eventually can use invention origin enhancements without paying for them, but I'm one tier below that right now. I think it's tier 7, and I believe I'm tier 6 on the Paragon rewards poll, or podium, totem, whatever. Anyway, I guess that's it. Just an introduction arc, fairly simple. Let's call this dude. Oh, level up! Excellent work, Netherath. There are still a few stragglers left in Mercy City, but as long as their main base is gone, we'll leave them be. After all, we need something to keep the Rogue Isles police on their toes, You and I are done for now, however. There is still much for me to do, and you, Netherath, have the rest of your destiny to fulfill. I'm quite interested to see where exactly you will go from here. So yeah, that's that. Fairly simple story arc to begin, the villain side of things. And, an introduction to one of the newer story arcs. It's simple and straightforward because it is supposed to be, one of the newer story arcs. But, I feel like it's put together fairly well. The only thing that I would say is some of these newer story arcs kind of have a very roguish feel to them rather than a straight villain. But we'll get more into that as we play more of these arcs. And, hey, some of the stuff you can do in these arcs, I gotta admit, is very villainous. So, hey, I'm being a little overcritical, honestly, I think. But yeah, thanks for watching, and please tune into the next episode of Let's Play City of Heroes / Villains.